What's good, YouTube? What's good, YouTube? What's going on, everybody? What's happening out there? My little boy Alan, and I'm back again with another video. It's load shading in my hood. My bad. My network might be a problem. Everybody just decided to go out of their cribs and be out and make a noise. It is what it is. We live in a township. On today's video, I just want to break down how I took a trade, a simple 1 to 3 trade on the NAS based on the New York, based on the London, based on the pre-London and the London momentum trading session. Without better ado, let's just hop in. Let's just hop in and continue to trust the process. So looking at the Nash, yesterday we took a trade, I think around this levels, and price just hit a what? A continuation to the upside. So with that said, we had a potential what? Double top, double bottom. We simply was waiting for what? For price to simply break the what? The low for continuation to the downside. But unfortunately, price failed to break the low, continue to the upside, had this potential retest on this very same zone. So when I woke up today, I saw now prices tapped into this very same zone. Sorry, I saw price rejecting the zone, and I saw now when I woke up on pre-New York, pre-New York. So this candle, this 8 a.m. candle was our entry. So with that said, there's nothing that happened on the 4H because I simply saw price has been rejected the very same zone, came back for potential retest of the previous lower low, not looking at the previous market structure, not looking at the whole overall lows, but looking at the current price low, thus lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, potential lower low. So I focused on this very same zone. So with that said, I'm gonna hop into the 1H. So looking at the 1H when I woke up now, I saw that now price is in a what? It's in a clean sideways movement, an intraday correction or an intraday range, whatever that you call it. I saw now price has been moving in a sideways movement. So with that said, I simply had to wait for what? For bullish or bearish breakout to take continuation trades. But I was positive with being bullish because now price broke broke the support and broke back in. I was simply waiting for reaches below for continuation to the upside, but unfortunately, price the word rallied to the downside. So now, when I woke up, I saw okay, price is in a sideways movement. Yeah, okay. Let me just remove this and this and this and this. So when I woke up, I saw the light now and this. Yeah, I saw price has been trading in what an intraday correction, or simply waiting for a bullish or a bearish breakout for continuation trades, either to the downside nor to the upside. But now, with that said, on our London session, okay, this was the pre-London candle, and during the London session, we saw now price took the highs out. Okay, let's start off like this. We saw price pushing to the upside, boom, couldn't sustain that very same zone. Now, when price pushed to the upside, when this candle was bullish, we saw the night now we in a clean bullish market open for the London session for positive or a potential continuation to the upside. But price did what? Took the highs out. So with that said, we had this highs, or you can overall do this. We had this zone, but I believe that like this was the level price broke because that's where the candles closed and opened. So it took the highs out and it closed way below this correction. Obviously, with that said, I simply was like, what? Okay, now, because now prices being in the sideways movement, took the highs out and closed below. It was now positive for me that like we are going to have a what? A continuation move to the downside. So now when we look at this, when we now look at this candle, I simply waited for what? For this very same candle to trade what? Below this rejection or this London session candle. You feel me? I simply waited for that two things. I simply waited for that for price. I simply waited for what? For price to trade what? Below. I simply waited for price to trade below this London session, this London open candle, and we took a trade based off on what? On price breaking, on price trading bullish, price opening bullish, but closing bearish, breaking all the overall intraday correction and overall taking the highs out with the rejection, with the bullish candle open and a strong bear candle close, leaving a rejection for positive or potential continuation to the downside. So I don't think I'm explaining it the way, I don't think I'm explaining this the way I need to explain it. I feel like I'm not explaining this the way I should be. Okay, let me try and make it simple. When price is in a push phase and a correction, we're simply waiting for what? A break for continuation to the upside. But now in this instance, price pushed, corrected, took the highs out, and closed below the very same zone for what? A positive or a confirmation that price will continue moving to the downside. So this was the whole thing. This was the whole zone where everything happened. Once this candlestick rejected that very same zone and closing below this very same zone, I was positive that like we are going to have a what? A continuation to the downside and price simply ready to the downside. So on the 15-minute time frame, because that's where everything happened, I was like, obviously, we had a what? A strong bear candle. We had a strong candle close. We had a strong move to the downside and had this bear continuation, price exhausted, and continued moving to the downside in a clean what? Lower low, lower high behavior. Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, potential lower high for continuation to the downside. So this is what I always wake up to do. This is what I do on a daily basis. Like on the previous video, which I shared on Sunday, no man, yesterday on Monday, because today is a Tuesday, I shared that like obviously price was trading bullish, broke the high, broke back in with the bear candle close for positive continuation to the downside. Same, very same shit, but today it's different. Price took the highs out, opened bullish, closed bearish for continuation to the downside. So for my on my okay, how many pips did we take today? 92 pips. We took 92 pips. On Monday, I think we had 48. Today it's 50. Okay, we had 48 on Monday. Today it's 92. If we can at least, if we can at least make 150 or 200, we're not trading for the rest of the week. But obviously on now on okay, if we're looking for continuation trades to the downside, price was holding the zone in a good way once, twice, and broke the zone, breaking in again in the zone. If now price will reject continuing to the upside on this very same zone and shows some signs of price having a bear continuation move to the downside, we can simply continue moving to the downside. But overall, I'm just simply waiting for price to break this support zone or thus lows to continue to the downside. I'm not looking for price. Okay, if price trades bullish this week, I won't take trades to the upside because I'm positive with price being bearish the whole week. So yeah, that's it. So if you can look at gold, let me also share how I took a trade on gold. So on gold, I simply woke up and saw the like price printed a low, came back to the very same low, showed signs or had rejections for the very same low. With that said, I was like, you know what? Price is failing to break these highs. We will simply move to the downside. And I had to hop into the what? To the 1H. So from the 1H, I saw, okay, we're having this zone and we're having price breaking in again, and we're having this rejection candle online on our London session. When our session opened, this candle opened bullish but closed bearish with the pin bar. And I took a trade based on what? On this candle reversing, opening bullish but trading bearish for continuation move to the downside. So like I also feel like I'm not explaining the way I should. The zone, I'm losing it. I'm using the zone as my resistance and I'm using the lows as my support. So price has been tapping in this very same zone, has been failing to break the zone of price, coming to the zone, reacting, coming again, reacting. You follow me? So now, okay, when it came back again, I potentially thought the price might react to the very same zone. Unfortunately, it did react. So on 9 a.m., I repeat, on the NAS, on gold, this candle opened bullish on our London session market open, but closed bearish. We simply waited. We simply confirmed that we are positively going to have a continuation to the downside. And I took this trade based on what? On price opening bullish, but trading bearish. So it's more like price having a bullish candle close on the 4H. It's more like price having a bullish close on the 4H on a support. And with that said, you simply wait for what? For the 4H candle to trade bearish until it reverses. So as soon as the candle reverses, you take trades based on what? On price having a previous candle close being bullish, the next candle leaving a wick for continuation to the upside. I guess, and I hope someone gets that. So German 30, same shit with German 30 on the NAS. Price pushed to the upside. Okay, price has a push to the upside, had a correction, took the highs out, bear close for continuation to the downside. I took a trade based on that momentum. US 30, now US 30 is different now because prices, okay, we have the support. We're having the support, price broke out of support, traded sideways, took the highs out, closed bearish, simply waited for price to trade what? I was simply waited for price to trade below or outside the support zone and took a continuation trade based on that before me. Price breaking, price breaking out of support, taking the highs out, breaking in, showing signs of bear momentum. Sorry, showing signs of bear momentum, and took a trade based on that anticipation or that confirmation. USD CAD, I can't say much, but what I'm simply waiting for, because now price took this highs out, because now price broke the highs, we simply wait for what? For a pullback on exhaustion phase to take continuation trades to the upside. But I'm late. If you're looking to buy now, just forget about it and just wait for another opportunity or look at another pair. Tesla. Okay, so Tesla, on Tesla, I can't say much, but Tesla is holding some resistance right there. So we're simply waiting for signs of bullish depletion and bear momentum to take continuation trades to the downside. Mm, Bitcoin, now we're gonna look at Bitcoin. If my network's gonna be too slow, then I might end the session right here. Okay, I think I might end the session. I think I might end the session. So yeah, with that said, guys, I hope everyone took what I shared or people understood what I shared. I appreciate for everyone clicking on my videos and watching my videos. And I appreciate for everyone showing love and the support. So once again, on the next, can I share once I edit the video? Price was trading in a correction. Price opened bullish on the session, rejected that very same level, took the highs out, closed bearish. We anticipated a bearish continuation to the downside. That's how I took a trade. It's that simple, even on gold, even on German 30, but it was different on US 30 because price broke support, took the highs out, broke back in support, showed signs of bear continuation, and it took a trade based on that momentum. So without further ado, it's your boy once again, Harlem. If you ain't live trading with Harlem, who the fuck is you doing with it? That's all I got on this video. Peace and love. I'm out.